decided for this album that we wanted to go abroad and outside of Denmark, because when you're in the studio you really have to be 100% here.
I don't think it's a matter of which city that now we chose Berlin, but I think it's just for the sake of getting away of all distractions. It became Berlin because of Hansa, because we're able to get this legendary studio and just all these like rooms with these amazing sounds in, just for the drums especially.
Was also a thing before we went to the studio that we wanted different drum sounds. I actually got permission to record some of the songs in the Meistersaal, this really beautiful big room, and the drums just sounds amazing. Like, I haven't heard anything like that. Now we're here in the marble room, where it's a total different room, also really good to record drums. We're also going to record in another room, you know, where the drums are more tight, the sound is tighter.
It's crazy to be in Hansa, because it's one of the studios, you know, it's been remained. It's still there. There's so many of the big studios, you know, getting out of business because there's all these small studios, and you can do music on the laptops now. So it's crazy to be in a studio where you can feel the legacy. You can see on the posters on the wall that David Bowie and Nick Cave, all the heroes, Iggy Pop, all our heroes have been there. And when we did some of the songs in the Meistersaal, before you go in, you see a picture of you two doing Achtung Baby in that very same room. So it's like, fuck, I better play good.
When you go and play in the Meistersaal and you hear the room and it's like, fuck, that sounds good. Just the raw signal from the drums just sounded amazing right away before we started using all these amazing machines. Just the clear signal.
I also think it's very go-go Berlin of us to do it. You know, there's a lot of people saying, well, why are you spending all that money on a big studio? Because we don't have any money, but we use our money for that. You know, the money we have.
That's why we don't have any.
Yeah. And then they say, like, why don't you do it like cheaper, and you can get the same magic in that studio? Like, hell no. And I think especially you, Mikkel, because you're quite the romantic guy, you really stepped up and said, no, I think the big balls and the legacy fear would get on the track, the sexiness, the excitement. That is the go-go spirit.